Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. In some of my videos related to Sweden's attempted accession into NATO and Hungary's and Turkey's opposition, I stated, and it was also valid for Finland, but Finland passed the test. Sweden did not yet. I was saying that regardless if Turkey or Hungary will have any objections and will veto and will say no, I said that NATO, which is the United States of America, actually will find a way to get Sweden into the organization under a different name, or at least do everything what a NATO member does with a little bit of modifications. You can check my videos, and I know I said it many times. Why am I saying this? Because these guys confirm exactly that to me. Remember, I said it many times that in an organization, in a business, the big boss can change the policy if he wants. You know, if he feels like, oh, I need to, it's at his discretion, or a police officer, you know, if he stops you or she can stop you, they can, you know, it's at her discretion to issue a ticket or a citation or just give you a, you know, a warning. Discretion, it's called. The same in the businesses. I don't know if it happened to you, it happened to me. When the policy says something, but a big boss comes in and says, no, we're going to do it this way. Well, that's definitely against the policy that we have it in our hearts, and we don't dare to deviate half of degree to the left or to the right. The boss comes and says, that's it, man, I say so. Nobody challenged that. The same here. Sweden will be part of the NATO under a different name if Turkey or whomever opposes it. And this is the proof. Let me show you this article, which I think is detrimental to Sweden, because whenever you make a deal, you want something in return. And it seems like Sweden gets this, but doesn't get the money for that, you know, because there's some kind of jobs over there where you get and then you get the money after you were and all that. You know, that's a lady of the night job. So it seems like Sweden is getting that, but is not getting that. My God, we have to deal with these weasels here. The new Voice of Ukraine, June 9th, 2023. Sweden to allow NATO to base troops before official accession. So what does NATO actually want from Sweden? Three things, I say. Maybe more, but these are the main ones. One, they want a political willingness to be allowed to use their territory to deploy weapons against Russia in this case. So they desire the acceptance, the green light. Second, use their territory. That's good strategic position. And then for what? To deploy weapons. That's exactly what NATO needs. And what is NATO giving back to Sweden? No, nothing. It gives what? Because under NATO, it's the Article 5, which means if you, as a NATO member state, get attacked, you get attacked by someone, we will intervene. That is by if you're a NATO member state. Sweden does not get that, doesn't get the money, gets only the That is, they will allow a foreign country, which is going to be United States of America. Don't you believe it's going to be Romanian and Bulgarian troops and military installations in Sweden, defending Sweden against the Russians? If you believe that, then you know what, I'm below 86 IQ right there. So it's going to be the Americans, possibly the Brits, but I don't know, the Brits were going to come and occupy, I would say it, their little country. But that's fine. And they will defend it. Now, by doing that, Russia is going to move its nuclear target right on Sweden, which was not so far. How do I know that? Because when Romania said, hey, we accept NATO, United States, to agree that United States will bring defense, air defense systems in Romania to deter and to block any missiles coming from, brace yourselves, Iran, to hit Europe. please check it out. Please check on this one where Iran is, where Romania is, when Europe, and then you tell me those missiles. Or Poland. Poland is even worse. Poland was defending Europe from missiles coming from Iran. Please look. Europe is there. Iran is right here in the southeast, way southeast. But somehow they were defending against them, not against Russia. Anyway, weasels are weasels below 86 IQ. So now, Putin said, okay, Romania, if you accept those missiles that only the Americans operate in Romania, the Romanian army does not have access to those defense systems. Only the Americans. Romanians stay outside. Okay? That's a reality. Check it out. They don't operate it. The Americans are operating those defense systems. Putin said, congratulations, Romania. He said, it's a video on YouTube, if they're still over there. Up till now, we didn't have any, plans in using nuclear weapons or putting a target on you. Now you have that target on you. Why? Because of those missiles. Because those missiles that the Americans have, that could be with nuclear warheads. Therefore, we have to be ready to nuke you. So the same thing would be with Sweden, which did not have this prior to this. Once the troops show up over there and whatever else shows up over there, they will be back. And they will be defended? No. Why? Because they're not a NATO member state. So they didn't give the money. They get only the... Okay? And they will not have to intervene if the Russians attack them. But they will allow them to have all those and they get a target from the Russian Federation. I mean, you can laugh, you can, do this with all your weasels, drinking soybean latte so you can lactate later, all this kind of, do whatever you want. As I figured out in some certain offices, they had a group masturbation. We're all happy that Trump will be arrested yesterday. And that's been for when Trump was the president. And I was like, Jesus Christ, people. But they don't know that certain things are possible, certain things are impossible, certain things are hard to achieve, certain things will have these consequences most likely, others will have these consequences most likely. So yes, Sweden is like a lady of the night that gets real hard wherever he wants, and then before he leaves, he's not gonna pay her. But maybe she liked it at least. So, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.